What's up, guys? Just wanted to make a really quick take, and it's one that happened, some very big drama that happened a while ago. I actually had some nuclear takes back then, not very refined, not very finessed. I came off sounding like the Joker on some really strong stuff, if you remember correctly. Not my proudest moment. I feel like I could have articulated it better, and had I done so, things would have been different. People would have been able to understand that I wasn't just trying to primarily come off as a douchebag. That being the case, we're in the present now, and the present is, well, it's now. I feel like I want to revisit this in a very quick take for everybody to understand and to really highlight the fact of how bizarre it is that in the blink of an eye, it seemed like this drama came and went. And so did this YouTuber. And the name of the YouTuber is, of course, MaximillianMus. Now, that's a name I bet you haven't heard in a while. So the TLDR of what happened to Mr. Mus is that he got into a bit of a drama with your resident hippie Jesus. Let's just call him that, hippie Jesus. No disrespect to the guy at all. I've recently heard that he's done quite a few things that are very noble to the cause, such as have a, what I don't want to call it a corporation, but some sort of thing, institute or something, what have you, that brings back the YouTube channels to their glory. Therefore, by that logic, he might as well be called the Jesus hippie. I mean, he's bringing back things from the dead, is he not? Regardless, the point is, no matter how you feel about not Max, no matter how you feel about Moist Critical, he at the very least has done some things that are objectively good. As you know, YouTube's platform is very unstable, and it quite literally screws you over whenever it wants to. So to have somebody pull your channel back from death is a very awesome thing. So props to you. Now, this whole situation where it was the drama against Critical and MaximillianMus is really tragic when you think about it. The reason that I find it to be tragic is because I know people that enjoyed Max's content for the content it was. A lot of people, including Moist, would say it's garbage content. Garbage content is subjective. I understand that Moist was mad at the time. I understand that it was probably a very heated situation for him. If you guys remember, it was Max that went and initiated this alleged troll event to troll Moist Critical, where Moist Critical then clapped back, and it just got really messy from there. But I do want to point out the obvious. The logical obvious is that garbage content is subjective. There are a lot of people that called my friend Diesel's content garbage. I found it quite enjoyable. I know, what is it, 1 million subscribers that he has, find it quite enjoyable. On the flip side, I know people that found Max's content to be garbage. It's all subjective, alright? It is, and that's the bottom line, no matter what way you want to dice it. So, we had the whole war against Charlie and Max, and it seemed very depressing at the end of the day, because it's obvious who held the most power. And not only that, but the way Max handled the situation in itself was pretty terrible as well. He tried to meme his way out of it, then he went to being serious, and then he went back to memeing, and then he went back to being serious. And it's the inconsistent behaviors in this whole thing with Max that kind of doomed him. Although I will say that I stand by the stance that this whole point that was made, it seemed like the point that Critical tried to get out of this was, hey, Max advocates for CP. Hey, Max has said that he's good with CP, and that's, I think, what people wanted, right? People wanted to see proof of Max saying, yes, I am okay with this, or advocate for this. That's what I wanted to see. You know, don't misconstrue it to the whole, and this is so cheap, to the whole, oh, we need to see Max drop the links of the CP. No, that's a dumb argument. That's a dumb straw man, actually. And I saw a lot of people use that straw man. Hell, I saw Critical use that straw man himself. But maybe we can just leave it to misunderstandings or what have you. Anyway, at the end of the day, it's really sad that these two creators went at it, and one of them just faded into obscurity, or just faded in general. Now, I don't understand what really happened with Max, because truth be told, after all the shit that I've been told about him, all the other videos made about him, as well as his own uniqueness to him, I don't trust the guy. I would never trust the guy. I would never be in a voice call with the guy. Just based on that alone, it's kind of like a risk that, do you really want to take it? I wouldn't, personally, but it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Now Max is gone. Max is not really making any videos. There's a rumor that it was because he was being struck falsely. There's a rumor that he's just trolling us again, because Max is apparently the ultimate troll. There's rumor that this is the most outrageous one, but it's the craziest one. The FBI is on him and they're looking into him, and now he's shitting himself or something. Those are the words on the streets. So I don't really know what particularly happened to him. I know the situation was messy and it was handled poorly by every side, regardless. And I know most people with the popularity and the social aspect to everything are going to take Moist critical side, all things considered, which is fine. You can do that. I know some people want to just go ahead and take Max's side, although that camp was much lower. So it is what it is. It almost seemed like low-hanging fruit to an extent, right? But Max did poke the bear one too many times. Max did throw a slingshot at the beehive, so to speak. So at the end of the day, objectively, you can't really blame anyone other than yourself for your actions. You decided to do this. I don't think he expected Moist Critical to clap back the way he did, but Moist Critical clapped back the way he did. And when he did, and when the dust was settled, it was all over for Max. And again, it's quite a shame, because I know people that enjoyed his content. I personally enjoyed his content. I thought it was funny. The reactions, mostly. It was mostly a reaction channel, but it was other people's reactions to him saying stupid stuff. It never went past the limit of hateful, right? It would usually be, if anything, people shitting on Max, and Max acting like an idiot about it, right? So that's a shame. It ran on Max saying outrageous shit that was never really offensive, really. Him just degrading himself, him saying the most shock value things, right? Like there's that the one clip of people pulling it up, and they were pulling it up as such a damning piece of evidence against Max, and then Max saying, oh, he's a pedo, and based off the fact that he said it on this one clip of his Fortnite video that was meant for shock value and entertainment. It's like the context of this whole thing is obviously shock value and entertainment, but whatever. It's really silly. It was really numbing to the brain, and it's good that we moved past this. But I wanted to clarify it. I wanted to give some final thoughts on the matter, because it doesn't seem like Max will be coming back ever. He's gone. But what do you guys think? Do you think good riddance? We don't need this person. You know, do you think, hey, it's sad that this happened because I actually kind of enjoyed his content? Or do you think, oh yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. So a couple thoughts here I wanted to get out there. Don't misconstrue it for me being pro-critical. Don't misconstrue it for me being pro-Max. In this one, I'm only pro-Sen. That's it. So that's all I got for you in this video. Again, just something I wanted to get off my chest. A little food for thought, a little bit to get the people talking, maybe have a little bit of a conversation. That's all I want. I think that's all anybody should want nowadays, especially when it comes to topics like this, because holy shit, if not, you'll be in the shedder, bro. But again, thank you for stopping by. Subscribe for more of these takes. Subscribe for more wisdom, or whatever, my journey to wisdom, my journey to enlightenment, and hopefully you guys can gather that up as well and join the journey as well, and we can learn a couple things here together. Been several arcs I've been through, and I'm sure there'll be several others. So I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.